Je suis Pascal Machev et ça c'est Chef's Choice. After a 3-hour-long final show, France decided yesterday and elected Bilal Hassani as their king for Eurovision 2019. I'm happy that the televoters showed the juries yesterday who has got the power. The juries become more and more like this old regime that just has their book of laws of how a song has to be called worthy of their points. But maybe these laws need to be adapted. So let's talk about Bilal's song and performance and whether or not France has a chance of winning the whole thing. So what's good? I'm so happy that the televotes came through and corrected the jury votes yesterday, because Bilal Hassani was the rightful heir to the throne of Destination Eurovision. The song fits him perfectly. I know some people don't like the lyrics, but I love them because you can feel they're real. He's 19, so I prefer him singing about being a king rather than about how he lost the love of his life or something. To me, he kind of represents a whole generation. He is a strong personality with great style, and I think he knows exactly what he should do with it. I also love the mix of English and French in the lyrics because, again, it's maybe not what you should do according to the laws of the high preachers in the juries, but to be honest, I don't even know why the juries don't like it. Because in my opinion, it's a perfectly well-made, radio-friendly song. So far, this is one of the best songs for me in all of the national selections this year, and by far the best of the 3 entries for Tel Aviv. But what is bad? I think Bilal is still running at 50% when it comes to the performance. I think he's still holding back because he might be scared of being too much in your face. But I think that's what he should be doing. It's time to go all in. So the performance was lacking a bit of drama and there were a couple of pitchy notes, but nothing that brings it down too much. But that's actually all there is to say for me when it comes to bad things. So what would I do if I were head of delegation of France? The most important thing is I would let Bilal Hassani take control. I think he knows better than anyone else how he can represent the song in the best way. Of course he needs the support to find and trust his voice, but it's there. To fix the pitch problems, he just needs to take a few more singing lessons to have better control, but that's easily fixed. But for the performance, I need more drama. I want him to really transform into the king he wants to be. Show me what you're singing about. Show me your kingdom. There's no place for insecurities. He needs to own it and transform on the stage into the ruler of ESC. Also, I would try to get him to move around more and include more dancing to make it a little less stiff. Of course, he needs to find the balance of how much dancing is possible while still hitting the notes, but this needs a little more motion in my eyes. But the rest is up to him. Now, is it a top or a flop? By now you know that it's a clear top for me. It's one of the highlights of the year so far, and I can't wait to see this performed in Tel Aviv. I'm not someone that blindly cheers for a country, and I didn't understand last year's hype around Merci, but I do think France can win with this. I'm not saying they will win yet, but they surely can. The problem with these early favorites, though, is always that they get overrun by the upcoming waves of songs, and that the expectations are too high. So I hope that's not the case this time. Paris 2020 is within reach, but nothing is certain at this point. A top 10 placement is pretty much certain though. But where would you place this though? Do you think France might win? Tell me in the comments below. For now, thank you so much for watching and I see you soon. Bye.